Yeah, I think that's we consider it's a blessing because not many people have that. Even the family support is one of the biggest blessing.
Biggest,
Yeah,
correct, absolutely, yeah.
because I seen so many people, when they want to do something, they have the first thing they have to convince beside themselves their family, and they can't convince them, so they go into that kind of like shit. All right,
Yeah,
and now let's get into some of your insights and advice in those things that you've been doing, which is finance. Uh,
okay.
many entrepreneurs struggle with this thing called cash flow management.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
you are the guru on that.
No, I want to
Yeah.
hear from the bankers, because
Mm,
that's more the tactical on side of it.
okay.
So what advice can you offer to help business manage cash flow more efficiently?
Uh, okay. I think it's different things to different people.
Mm-hmm.
So if you look at cash flow, if you ask business owners what does cash flow efficiently mean, I can have different answers coming. But I think the most common one would be probably to make sure that they are not in the red, lah, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So they have to manage their, I don't know, merchandise or
Mm-hmm.
or whatever
Mm-hmm.
product or services
Mm-hmm.
they're offering. They have to be very smart with what they're doing. Of
Right.
course, you can take a loan, right? If you
Mm-hmm.
want to push your product more,
Mm-hmm.
from a banking perspective, people come
Mm-hmm.
and ask us for
Mm-hmm. Loan.
loans.
Mm-hmm.
But the bank is sometimes not very upfront. They won't want to loan you because they to look at your business plan, look at your
Right.
financials first, right? If you
Right.
don't
Right.
create something for yourself, the banks will not want to lend to you.
Mm-hmm.
At least for the banks that I come from. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they need to understand, you know, I don't know what is lucrative, what is it that they can move
Mm-hmm.
as a product. And the other one more on the people side is customers lah. Look
Mm-hmm.
at what the customers want.
Mm-hmm.
Deal with the customers openly. Like I
Mm-hmm.
say, tell them exactly what you want to do, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure the customers will support you.
Right.
I've come across some cases where the customers can be very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
then and then and then they kind of the our clients as in the business owners, they try to vent their frustration on us
Mm-hmm.
as
Mm-hmm.
bankers, and that is not a nice thing lah.
Mm-hmm.
That's not going to make sure you get the money, right?
Right.
So most of the time the business owners come to us is because they need some kind of loan, some kind of
Right.
money to support, and if the business case is strong, I think they will offer.
Right.
And I came across something not in Singapore, but in Thailand.
Mm-hmm.
I had a chance to meet up with a restaurant owner,
Mm-hmm.
and that restaurant owner was saying no banks in Thailand want to lend him money
Mm-hmm.
bring up his business.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Mm-hmm.
said, look, that's I mean I didn't know why because I wasn't very familiar with the Thailand economy or Thailand banking system. And later on, I found out that it wasn't isolated incident. They were doing that for all business owners, all restaurant owners, because they were not comfortable with lending so much money
Mm-hmm.
in that kind of a scenario. And so I advised him. So if the banks are not giving you, why don't you just go to private owners?
Mm-hmm.
So there are avenues for business owners to look for private companies